Hi, welcome to my second Java tutorial. Here I'm going to talk about variables. Very simply, I'm not going to get too complicated, too involved in the topic, just a quick overview. So let's get started. In the programming language Python, you could pretty much declare and initialize a variable like so. But Java will complain, and basically it's because it says variable cannot be resolved to a variable. What it wants me to do is tell it what type of variable is being stored. In this case, 8 is being stored, and 8 is of type integer. So now we put int to denote that. And obviously let's not forget our semicolon. Okay, what we can do is actually change what's being stored in variable and change it to something else like 45. Something that my computer science professor used to stress was this one statement here. This is not a math equation. Basically, from a mathematical point of view, it wouldn't make sense to say that variable equals 8 and variable equals 45 at the same time. That's because this equal sign here does not mean equality. Rather, what it is called an assignment operator. What's going on is 8 is being assigned to this variable that I happen to name variable. You could have named it anything. And 45 is being assigned to variable. So let's pretend we have a box called variable. And right now it's holding this integer 8. Well, whenever we execute this statement, 8 is pretty much being thrown out of the box and is being replaced by 45. So, when I actually print that to the screen, when I print variable, what we're going to get is not 8, but 45. Like so. So, there are other data types, not just integer. In fact, there are 8 primitive data types, and I can type them out right here for you. Integers, one we talked about. We have byte, short, long, character, boolean, double, and then float. And these all hold different types of values pretty much. So let's see. I guess I could explain another one of these. For example, let's use boolean. Boolean can either hold true or false. So, is my name Joe? I don't know. And then we'll put false. So, for example, if we were to use an if statement, we could say, if is my name Joe, if this statement is true, print out to the screen, your name is Joe. And actually, when we compile this, it'll print this one out, but it's not going to print this out because I set this equal to false. Let me go ahead and comment this out so it doesn't interfere. But if I go ahead and change this variable to true, it's going to say your name is Joe, because now this statement in my if statement happens to be true, and it will print out this accordingly. So, you should definitely go look up all of these other primitive data types. I can kind of shortly explain them to you. Byte, short, long holds integers just like this does, but, of different sizes. It's kind of a way to, conserve memory, or in this case, to hold more integers than you could usually. Double and float holds floating point numbers, so for example, like 8.0. 8.0 cannot be stored into integer because, well, it's not an integer anymore if it's a floating point number. And then I would have to go ahead and change this to double. So that's an overview of variables and storing things inside them and whatnot. I can make another video, which I probably will. If you have any questions, leave comments, and thanks for watching.